Is cannibalism wrong? Not for the reasons that you might think it is, but it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is The Wicked Generation, and we are It's Redeemed today talking about the subjectivity of morality. Is it? Is morality subjective? No. Well, why is that? Well, when we take particular actions, these actions are fallible, but they are in pursuit of particular virtues. These virtues are what are considered morality. Morality is a pantheon of virtues, ladies and gentlemen. Morality is the collective, objective pantheon of virtues. These virtues are objects. Ethics are what our attempts are, our approaches to pursuing these virtues are. That is where our ethics then may be riddled with vice. Vice being the perverted form, the perverted acquisition of these virtues. Well, I'll give you an example. Is cannibalism wrong? Let's take it from two different lenses. Ritual cannibalism for the sake of honoring one's past elders. Reverence. The foremost virtue is reverence. And the seeking for identity, wanting to know. What do I mean? Certain African cultures valued cannibalizing the deceased in order to attain a certain sense of identity from them. In many pagan traditions, you are your ancestors, and in imbibing them, you fully become them and collect all of their experiences, all of their ability, everything from them, and able to pass it down your lineage. This pursuit is, of course, a bit fallible insofar as you don't necessarily gain anything from your past ancestors by imbibing them. You are them already insofar as your genetics. However, there is certain virtue behind the action. The actions in themselves were intended to be virtuous. However, vice caught the way. Oh, what do I mean by vice in this instant? The vice in this particular situation would be gluttony. You take from them what remains of their physical form in order to have a sort of immaterial gain. And would have ritual cannibalism practiced in vengeance, out of anger, would have done violently and cruelly. Perhaps by individuals such as the Maori did on a rare occasion. Hatred. Desire for revenge, anger. They're a product of injustice, are they not? The one who commits an act of vengeance, of vindictivism, is in fact someone who seeks for justice. However, the vice in this situation that steals away from the justice is wrath. Unwarranted, vengeful actions, taking an attempt to get even, but ultimately bringing down both parties. Now, what we can see in these particular situations is that man is limited in his ability, in his consciousness, to perceive exactly what the virtues are in the pantheon of morality and how they may go about pursuing these virtues. Us as humans, we do mean well in many situations, even if for self-interest and gain. Most people have a strategy of give to get along, as it were, reciprocity. But to close out, we're going to talk about morality, or rather ethicality, on the societal level. Societies too have a form of a conscience, right? And by the way, our conscience, our moral compass, is best informed by, yes, our awareness, our awakeness. That's what I mean by conscience. And we expand or tarnish our conscience by how we live and act, interact, and are acted upon. All these things inform our overall awareness, and it's up to you, the individual, to help inform it and to mold it and to shape it correctly. Now, this subjectivity of ethics also applies to the societal level. I'm talking about mores, the sociological term that I don't hear used very often. However, it's simply ethics on a societal level, how people believe it is best to act and interact within a society. And again, valuing particular things like going to war for your own country. These are sort of mores, and of course, too, are fallible when exposed to vice. For example, for war, if just cause is not established, it does beg the question whether or not this war is in fact a very ethical one in its prosecution. No bueno. But ladies and gentlemen, I do hope that you've enjoyed this particular episode. Remember that objectivity is concerned with the object in and of itself. Morality is objective due to the fact that it is predicated upon all of these virtues that we pursue. And subjectivity is ethics, or how we try to perceive and act towards these virtues. Take care all. Peace be upon you all, and until the next time.